I guess it's from my phone.
Okay, we are live. Welcome to our studio. If you're a replay viewer, I appreciate you coming and watching. I'm here with Trudy, Tucker and Tulips Design, and we're going to do some crafting today. So let us know you're here in the chat when you come in, or give a thumbs up and a like and a share. We would appreciate it. And I'll put everybody's information down in the description box when we are done. So go subscribe to Trudy's channel. And yeah.
Hi, everybody. Me, Trudy. That's my normal thing, Hi, everybody. It's me, Trudy.
There you go. Oh, I was watching your your vlog today, getting
Oh,
caught up, and well, I couldn't leave a comment because you had the comment section turned off. But anyway, oh my goodness, that miniature museum is amazing.
you would love it. I'm telling you what. That thing is, I just discovered it here. And you would, yeah, definitely.
I
You
love
would
that.
also, I don't know why when I have the kids on there, like my little grandkids, does does it just go automatically to where you can't leave comments? Because I didn't do anything to turn off comments, but I noticed that last time when I did it with Audrey, the comments were off.
Oh, I wonder if they do it to protect the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because
Interesting. Yeah, because all that opened up was some AI thing. And then when you type, you like end up talking with AI, which was really odd. Um, I thought I was leaving a comment, but it actually was like an AI thing. So
yeah, that's weird to me because my
I don't
friend called and said, "Hey, your comments are off. Is there a reason?" I said, "No, I didn't do anything." But I thought, like with Audrey, the other one, I thought maybe it had something to do with that. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably. So, hi, Julie. So, Julie, Day Trip Vintage is in the house and she has the power to smite people. So,
Awesome.
everybody better behave. She also has the power to put links in if she wants. And who else is in here? McMouse Mom Terry's in here and Janet Birdsall.
Oh, hello, everybody. I know all of you guys. I'm subscribed to all of you.
So, Julie goes, I'm so powerful. So, do you have a chat? You have a chat available now,
Me?
Trudy? Yeah, where you can see it?
No,
No.
no. Let me go get my iPad. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's cool. Um, so Trudy is making, she's going to do some mixed media or watercolor bookmarks, and I am finishing up on my Candyland. Aw, I'm reading the comment that Janet's writing. Let me say thank you both for doing the show with Hazel. Julie, too. So nice to get you better. Well, it was so much fun. I love Hazel. She's a dear friend, and I look forward to the day we actually get to meet in person. And that being said, while we're waiting for Trudy to come back, I'm just going to let everybody know that I wonder if I can put it. I might be able to put it in the chat. I'm going to try the Google document. Let me see if I still might still be on.
I'm
Oh,
back.
oh, okay. Drew's back. And here's the Google document. If you're interested in doing a retreat, um, Hazel and I and Carol Crinklepath and Angela Traveling Crafter are making big plans for a crafty art get together in October of next year, which I know sounds really kind of far off since it's a year away. However, it gives you time to save up if you need to save up, and it gives us a chance to really plan an awesome and amazing event. The Google document is just something that is only for us, that we can just kind of get a some input about what people are looking for in a retreat, and um, just different things. if like you want to have a roommate, you don't want to have a roommate, are you open to, because some venues have where you can stay like dorm style, and other venues have where you can have like private rooms or whatever, or if you're open to having a roommate, like, if you want to be budget friendly, keep it budget friendly. So we're giving all kinds of options. If you want to have catered food, if you want to prepare food or buy the food and someone else prepares it. I mean, there's all kinds of questions in there. If you want to have crafty time for yourself, if you want to go and do like a thrifting adventure, which I think that's a given. We're all going to do that. And then also consider doing like little trips. I don't know, like, well, we're not going to have it here, but if we had it here, like you could go to Graceland, if you wanted to. So anyway, those are just some questions in there.
Do you guys have an idea of where you're going to be, where this is going to be yet?
We don't. That's part of the questionnaire, like to see how far people would. We're going to have it somewhere in the middle of the country, so that everybody can get there, pretty easily. We're going to have it where there's a major airport so that people can get in and out easily, not some like remote, got to take a train, plane, and automobile to get there. So that's kind of our plan. We have been discussing a couple of options. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a blast. It's going to be great because we're going to get to actually see people's little faces and give everybody hugs that we've been like following and seeing and crafting online, but we haven't actually gotten to see people in person. It's just such a different experience. Carrie the Paper Monkey's here. Yay.
Hey, Carrie.
What? Carrie said, I'm terrible that I'm not really a group activity kind of girl. Is it terrible that I'm not? No, because if we go do a little trip or something like that, then you do not have to participate. You can sign up for things. That's what we want to know. Would you rather sign up, or would everybody want to go together? Yeah. We're going to have classes. Would you want to participate in classes? Would you want to sign up for classes? It'll get more detailed as we get a little bit closer. Right now, it's just kind of big, like an overview, just to give us an idea who might be interested and where, if they're interested in traveling somewhere in the middle of the United States somewhere. Oh my goodness, what? You don't like to go to wedding or baby showers? Aww. Well, you don't have to come. Maybe we could just pipe you in. We could pipe you in.
Or have people that can't be there in person, maybe do virtual, have some people do it. That would be fun.
That would be fun. If the venue had a big screen, like up on the wall, you could when I went to college my last year, because of the virus, we couldn't be in classes. So what they did was they put us on Zoom and put us all up on the big screen. And so there were some kids that were, because they had a deal over in Australia where you had to be fully, have all the shots. And if you weren't, then you couldn't come in person. So but there were some people in person and some people up on the Zoom screen, so everybody and they had like the video camera facing all the students and the teacher, and you could see everybody. So maybe we could do something like that. Of course, cool. We accept you. I get it. I don't like walking into a room of strangers. I have a hard time with that. I have to like pump myself up for that one.
That's how Johnny is. Johnny's not a people person. He'll get peopled out real quick.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I love people. I love getting to know people, but I'll enjoy it more on like 1 to 6 people. Anything over maybe 4, 5, 6 people, it's a challenge, like especially like walking into a room where you don't know anybody, maybe except for one person. It's like, I don't know. It's like being the new kid in school,
All eyes are on you. Eyes are on you. Huh?
Well, and everybody's kind of paired up with their friends already. and then you're the only one there that may not know anyone. So you kind of come into a room full of strangers and it's like, okay, who do I approach? I normally go after the one that doesn't look like they have anybody because I figure, okay, well, they're probably feeling awkward too. So
So what are you working on there?
I am finishing up my Candyland journal. I have just a few more prompts left and I can put this thing away. I do want to make other Candyland journals because I have so much stuff and I've got like I have the Candyland book covers. This was made from the game cover, but I have like the book cover still and I have another game and I have the game board. So I want to make I'll probably make some other ones just to throw in my shop, or I don't know. I don't know if I should just make kits or if I should actually make the journal. I mean, do people like making their own journals? I don't anymore. I don't know.
Kits are cool. Kits are, and they're fun to put together, aren't they?
They are fun. I love curating a kit. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. That's why, like, when I'm working on my journal or a project, I already have like everything curated. I do this, so everything in is already in here that I would use in my
Mhm.
journal. I just gather, and so I have like a little divided box, and then it just sits inside of like a Dollar Tree, one of those
Yeah.
lower bins. And then because I'm more of a flipper than I am a stacker. In fact, when I watch people and they have stuff stacked, it makes me like, yeah, I get a little apoplectic. But I, yeah. Are you a stacker or are you a flipper? What do you
I'm
like?
a flip. I'm definitely a flipper.
Are you?
Stacking would just annoy me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I'm a flipper. I know. I right now I'm all over the place. It's like I got too much crap. I'm like I need to. I yeah. Anyways, but um, I'm looking around and it's like yeah, I like to flip, but I see some things stacked, so I don't know. Um, but what it is, right?
Yes. Okay. So Janet said that she said that's why this community is so successful because of acceptance. Okay, and then Carrie wanted to know how your hand was feeling.
Oh, thank you for asking. I actually just got back from my 4 week checkup, and my hand is healing good. I still have this little contraption, so but I have no movement yet. But I can take it off when I'm not doing anything, and yeah, and just start doing exercises. But I can't touch my pinky to my thumb, which kind of freaked me out. But she said that's normal, so.
Because that's from swelling around like.
Yeah, and I haven't moved it. So she said, because when she took it off, I can't. This finger, this was yeah. So I'm doing this one handed here. I think everything will be fine.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed. I don't think I could do that one handed. But I told you I had that frozen shoulder thing, and
Yeah. When was that? When was
so oh
that?
my goodness, it was yeah, it was a while back. I'm trying to think. Probably like 2016. Yeah, so like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And that was really hard because I only had 10% mobility in my arm, which meant like I had to side ponytail because I lived with myself. So I didn't have anybody to like help me do anything. And trying to put on
Oh my
like
gosh! How
your
did you do?
clothing one handed and let's see. I started wearing dresses because I found I could slide the dress on, like as long as it had buttons up the front, then I could slide the arm through on my frozen arm. And
Yeah.
then yeah, and then I could button it with my right hand. Like I could move it at my elbow. So I had motion like in my elbow, but I couldn't like reach up. I could, as far as your elbow can move the lower part of your arm, that's the only, so anything behind my back I couldn't do. Um, but, and then like blow drying your hair, I had to like kind of bend over and do it with I'd hold the hair dryer down low, bend over, and then brush my hair with my right hand.
Uh,
It
even,
lasted,
even,
it lasted 9 months.
oh, that's crazy. Even buttoning your pants, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, I didn't. Like I said, I just ended up. I went and bought a bunch of dresses just because,
I didn't even think of that. That's a good
or I had
idea.
elastic. I had elastic pants, so elastic waist pants. Like I wore like leggings and stuff like that. But yeah, it was amazing how difficult. Susie Allen is in the house. I need some straws because my prompt is favorite candy memory, and I'm gonna. I need some straws because I don't have any. Uh, what do you call those things? Pixie. You know the big giant pixie sticks? I don't have any of those.
With
So
the stripes.
yes, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna use some.
Those were your favorite?
When I was a kid, the prompt is what's your favorite candy memory? That's not that it was a favorite candy, but it was in the summer. When we were, I think I was probably around like 8, 9, 10. My parents would drop us off down at the lake. We had like a little city lake with a park and stuff that we could go to, and
Mm-hmm.
so they drop us off there, and they had a camp store at the top of the hill. So we each got like a doll or whatever with my siblings and myself, and to spend at the camp store for the day. And my favorite thing was going and getting because I figured for 10 cents you got one of those big giant pixie sticks. They had in the plastic straw, the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that was the best buy. You get the most candy for the least amount of money.
Right.
So anyway, that's like one of my favorite memories as a kid. I loved going to that park because all the all your friends went, all the parents just dropped you off. But that was back in the day where they didn't worry about you. You would just hang out down there, and then they'd come get you when they got off work. And um,
So you traveled a lot when you were a kid, huh?
uh, yeah, well, we camped during the summer. We always had like family trips and stuff. So when I was little, my mother didn't work, and then she went back to work. I think it probably was about 12. My dad bought her an antique shop, and so she went and got her antique dealer license, and um, she just needed something to do, so she owned this big antique store in Avon Park. I'm not Avon Park, Avon Village in outside Hartford. Um, which was kind of fun because we would get to go on the weekends and stuff. And they had a penny candy section. My mother would let us have a couple pieces when they came, but
Um,
couldn't like eat the little shop out. But I had all the little apothecary jars and stuff,
yeah.
and the bins, and it'd all be filled with like penny candy, and you could fill a little paper sack with it, like kind of like in Willy Wonka.
Right. Right. Yeah. That sounds so like um old fashioned.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So, did you
And
travel as a kid?
I did not. No, I didn't. I mean, we came back and forth from New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Those three states, and Michigan. We have family in Michigan, but
Oh, okay. Did
my
you have
mom.
family in New Mexico?
So my mom and both parents were from New Mexico, so their mom was from New Mexico, and so there's roots there. And but I don't really now. I just have a cousin in Albuquerque that I visit, and all my other family is in California.
Oh, okay. I have relatives that lived in California outside of LA. Some cousins that I met, I had never met, but I ended up in LA one year, and so my mother's like, "Oh, you have cousins that are there." So I met my cousins.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Meet people. I'm going to my aunt's 90th birthday. Hopefully, she doesn't watch this because it's a surprise that I'm going. But but
Turn
anyway, so
off, turn off the, turn off the channel.
um, but anyway, so I'm going to California, and I love going to those because it's like you see all the people, and I know it sounds crazy, but even funerals, my brother hates them. I love it. Not that they died. I'm not because of that, but because
No,
I get
I
to see
get you.
people. Yeah, I don't get to see people that catch up with all my cousins, and my brother hates it though, and he's like, "You go just to visit." I'm like, "No, to catch up." It's sad that we do that only on funerals, but
Well, that was the first time I met all of my aunts and uncles in one place, like pretty much ever, because my father passed and he had 9 brothers and sisters. There were 10 in all. And then when he passed, I finally got to meet all my aunts and uncles.
oh wow, see,
Yeah.
there you have it. Yeah. And
So
all your cousins?
no, a couple of cousins that lived out because we lived in the east and they lived in like my aunts and uncles like lived in Chicago or they lived out in Oregon, and so the only yeah I didn't meet any of my cousins. There were 2 cousins that I met while I was growing up, and but only because they had moved out to the East Coast. Um, but yeah, I only met 2 of my cousins. And then it was really weird because I hadn't seen him probably since I was like 5 years old, my cousin Ron. And my sister and I went to that big junk bonanza, which is in Minneapolis. Have you ever heard junk bonanza?
No, is it like
Okay.
a where they jump on? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It's a
What is it?
big, it's a big giant. The flea market style magazine. Her name is Kai something or other. She hosts it, and it is a huge event in like this big giant event center, and they have like 3 buildings, and it's all vendors and booths from all over
Oh,
the country that come, and they set up in this big venue, and yeah, it's just a big like a indoor, uh, you know,
like
junk
vintage
center.
market?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a big vintage market. Yep. So
Where and where's this at?
it's in Minneapolis.
Oh wow.
So my sister and I went one year, and we found out that our cousin lived in Minneapolis, and so we ended up meeting him at Mall of America. And I hadn't seen him since I was like 5, since I was 5. So that was kind of neat, and we reconnected and got to see my one dad's sister, and she was still alive, and so met with her because she lived there. And but yeah, I don't get to see. I am in contact with one of my cousins. It was my dad's brother's daughter, so we kind of stay in contact every now and then. But I haven't met everybody. I don't know why we never did like any kind of family reunion or anything. So
That would be cool. I my mom had 7. There was 7 of them, and my dad also had 7. So on both sides, there was a lot of them. But I was closer with my mom's side of the family. She had 3 sisters,
uh-huh.
and really close to the one who's turning 90. I was really close to my aunt Virgie's kids. Like I grew up with them, and
Oh, nice.
so there's a bunch. There's like 3 other cousins. Was there? She had a bunch of kids too. She had 7, but the 3 girls are the ones that I grew. We were more like we grew up together. We had our first, bout with alcohol together. Just stuff, we just did stuff together.
Uh-huh.
I remember my first time I kissed a boy. I was with my cousin, and she wanted to. And it was she was mad at me because I threw up. I was in 8th grade, and she was mad at me because I threw up because he tried to put his tongue in my mouth. I know it's TMI, but anyway, yeah, she was mad at me because her boyfriend got mad at her for embarrassing him. So,
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
but we have all these stories, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
And
I
I'm
wish
the youngest.
I wish I'd grown up closer to
Yeah.
them, you know. You're the
Do you
youngest?
have? Yeah, I'm the youngest of the seven. So all my and mine were a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really. I did, it was just me and my one brother, and he was in his own world. So we really didn't hang out. Well, we did for a little while, but so it was my cousins. We did some fun stuff. California. That's I grew up in California. I was born in California and grew up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So what part?
so I was born in Harbor City, but we grew up kind of like Huntington Beach area, Belmont Shores. We had a house in Huntington Beach, Harbor City when I was little, and then I went to school because I wanted to go to school with my cousins. So I went to school right. It's by San Pedro, but it's Wilmington. I don't know. I wouldn't go there now, but back in
Yeah.
the day.
Oh, I
Um,
don't know where that is. So was it like a beach? Well, Huntington Beach sounds like it's at the beach.
So Huntington Beach was right. Yeah, there was a pier there. It was nice. It's actually still nice now, but yeah, Belmont Shores was nice. Um, my brothers, they had the whole beach thing. They did the bug, drove a bug around.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Volkswagen bug. Yeah, they were all
Did you know how to
sur-
surf?
surf. No,
You
and I'm
didn't
afraid.
surf.
Yeah, no. My brothers did. My one brother, but he's crazy. He's the one he to this day, he's in his 60s. He'll still try anything. But let me see. My youngest brother, no, not too much. It's so funny. I was thinking about that because I just got back from California a couple weeks ago, and I loved, being there. But it's like I remember being a kid, not even thinking about how beautiful the ocean was. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you take it for granted. Because now I don't, I live in Arizona. I don't see that. And I tell everybody, why did I stay in Arizona? Now I'm stuck here because all my kids are here. And I can't leave them. They're like, yeah.
They're planted.
Yeah, if they moved, I would move. I told them to move. If I wanted to move somewhere, I think I would like to move to Oregon. I think that'd be a beautiful place to live.
Yeah, everything. I'm been to Oregon, but have I been to Oregon? Nope, I've never been to Oregon. That's one of the four I have left to, or five. I've got five states I need to go to still out of all the states. Uh,
Nice.
okay, so Julie wrote, I live right next to SP. We had a home in SP for 20 years and now live right on the border in RPV. That must be California talk. So she's lived in RPV for 10 years.
Yeah, she lived right next to Ranchos Palos Verdes. The border of Ranchos Palos Verdes is what she's saying.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Is that in California?
right.
Okay.
Yes. So
California
we're
is a
gonna,
huge
yeah, we're
state.
gonna, right.
I've been to several places there, but it's a big state. Like I've been up and down. I've been to San Francisco, to LA, to where else? Napa Valley area. Um, I've been to Laguna Niguel. Where else? Yeah. Okay, Janet is asking me, where did I get my prompts from? Okay, so this Candyland journal was a thing that Rebecca does for, like, Rebecca Hoot does a summer camp for free every year in July. And so this year, the theme, I think last year was Wizard of Oz. I can't remember.
Yes,
Was
I
it?
think
Okay.
you're right. Yeah.
And then this year was Candyland. So I haven't done last year's or her past years because I always was in somebody else's camp. And but this one looked like it was fun. And so I decided to join in and I did a swap with a couple of people. And so she gave us the prompts in Camp Candyland, which if you go to her blog, Rebecca Hoot, I think her blog's just rebeccahoot.com. Yeah, it is just rebeccahoot.com. And she still has all of this stuff still up on her blog, so you can download the prompts. And and most of her video, well, all of her videos were done on YouTube. They were either shorts, or she did like a longer version on her uh, regular posts. But she gives you the prompts, and then each week we got printables, and when you start out, she gives you, and it's all free. It's all like her artwork. And so anyway, it's fun. I don't know what happened, why I didn't finish out the end of July. I don't know what happened the last week of July. I forgot. But I stopped on the 27th. So I still have 28, 29. So I'm doing right now, write about one of your favorite candy memories is the one I'm doing. And then this one is stuck in sticky mess of molasses, glue down all your junk wrappers from the month. Um, I don't I don't eat a lot of candy because I'm allergic to corn byproducts. So I can't have like corn syrup and different stuff. But the person that I swapped with sent me a bunch of her candy wrappers. So I do have those I can stick down. Now I don't like Good and Plenty. I'm not a big Good and Plenty fan, but I do like Sour Patch Kids and I do like hot tamales. Do you have a favorite candy, Trudy?
Milk Duds. I'm looking at yours, and I just ate those. The Sour Patch, which I
Uh-huh.
didn't know I liked, but my little my Audrey gave me a taste of it, and I was like, "Ooh, that's really good." We
Oh,
went to go.
you need to have these. So my friend came over and they were eating these Mike and Ike sour watermelons. And they're like, "You want to try them?" I'm like, "I'll try it." Oh my goodness, they were so good. The sour watermelon.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
Oh, the movie we went to. That's what we got the candies when we went to go see that movie, Freakier Friday. Has anybody saw that movie? Because I was like dying. I mean, that one movie was so funny. It was like I was
I saw
like,
the first one. I saw the first one, Freaky Friday, with what that was with oh, what's
yeah,
her
with
name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Yes,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
and
So
then
she's in it again. Who
so
plays
yeah, but it's three generations though. It's her granddaughter. So it's granddaughter, the daughter, Lindsay Lohan, and then her.
uh-huh.
So it's the three. But she's hilarious. She's so funny. Her facial expression just cracked me up.
Well, that's good to know. I'll have to go see it. Was Lindsay Lohan any good? Because I know she's had her struggles, poor thing.
She was, yeah, she was. She was. It was funny. I just thought Jamie Lee Curtis was hilarious, but
My favorite Jamie Lee Curtis movie was the one that they did at Christmas time, where her and her husband, they just want to cancel Christmas, and then they were going to go on, I forgot the name of that one. They were going to go on a cruise, and
oh yes, yes.
and they go to the mall and they're getting tans. And they come out, and she was having an issue in the tanning booth. So now she comes out in her, like, her bikini. And then I guess their pastor shows up like he's in the mall. And so she runs into him, and and her husband comes out, and he stayed in too long, and he was burned.
That's,
Oh my gosh.
I
That was a good movie.
don't have to. I thought that I need a good laugh movie every now and then.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so you watercolored your background and then you're stamping on it.
Yeah, John, I thought about what I could do. So I'm doing kind of what I can do. And it's funny because Johnny's so sweet. I told him I was coming on live with you. And he
Uh-huh.
goes, "Do you need me to help you open jars and do all that right now? Because I can't, I have to put it under my arm to open a jar." And I go, "No." So he asked me again this morning, "Are you sure?"
Oh.
I said, "No, I think I got it." Um, but I needed this. Like, this is good for my soul because I've been kind of like bummed out. So, yeah. So, what I'm going to do, I bought these from Michael's, just a set of them. So, I didn't have to cut them. And so, they're all cut. Otherwise, if I was okay to cut and all that, I would have cut them myself and put them on actual watercolor because it's not actual watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. But anyway, so I got these, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. Hopefully, the border came out good, and then I'm going to laminate them. So I'm going to
Oh,
put
okay.
like
That'll
some
become
sort of
thicker.
I'll put some sort of Thanksgiving sentiment, or because they're kind of for well, not for I guess I don't know. Maybe I have this that says thankful. Maybe I'll put thankful on there somewhere.
Well, that's good because then you could use thankful all year long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks. Thank you,
Yeah.
Janet and Hope. Hope said it's her favorite. That was it. Christmas with the Cranks. Yep. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's so funny. Oh, they're
Mm-hmm.
hiding. They're hiding from the neighborhood because the neighborhood like goes all out for Christmas. Their street, and they don't. They're because they're going on this cruiser. They just don't want to get caught up in all the traps. They'd always have a party at their house, and it was always such a big deal. And so they end up. So all everybody's like, when are you going to put up your Christmas decorations? And they didn't want to tell people that they were going away and they were like canceling Christmas. And so they're hiding out inside the house because the neighbors are like knocking on the door, like, do you need help putting up your Christmas decorations? And they're in there hiding out. Oh, yeah, it was funny. What's everybody's favorite Christmas movie? Does anybody have a favorite Christmas movie?
I was gonna do stuff on a glue book, like just glue stuff out because I'm really behind in like all of my stuff, pictures, putting things down and journaling.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no, I need to get these done by next Thursday. So this kind of motivated me to get in gear.
Okay, Carrie put that she likes the Griswold's Christmas Vacation. I like that one too.
Yeah.
It, even though it is a little, it's it's pretty funny. I like when the turkey fall, is all dried up, and the aunt that comes with the eggnog that was like green and clumpy or something, if I remember. And then doesn't the cat like chase the squirrel into the Christmas tree and electrocute itself? And that's a pretty funny movie. I like that one too.
I like Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
I like my favorite one is gosh, no, I can't think of it. The guy, okay, help me out, people. The guy who goes around and shoot, it's an old one where he goes around town and he's like never existed.
He goes around town like he never existed. Is that It's a Wonderful World?
Yes, It's a Wonderful Life.
A
Yes,
Wonderful Life. That's it. Yeah.
yes, I love that.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was good. I saw that in the movie theater a couple years ago. I went Christmas Eve. They were
oh,
doing a
that's
special
fun.
showing of it. Yeah, it was really good. Jimmy Stewart. Yep.
Yep, Jimmy Stewart. Yep. So this didn't this the paper tore up off this stuff.
Oh no. When you pulled the
Yeah, when I pulled this thing, it didn't. But they came out pretty good. See,
can you
then if I laminate them,
Yeah, that's really cute. Yep.
and then put a nice little. This it's still salvageable, but I think I need to put them on different paper. This is not going to work.
Can you do that and then mount it on another piece of paper, or will that be too thick for your laminator?
No, but see, can you see where it ripped it a little bit?
Uh-huh.
just
Yes.
on the edge, but I think that'll be okay if I laminate it, right? Just tear that off.
Yeah, it didn't take
Yeah,
off the paint, did it?
yeah, it didn't take off the paint. So if I did it like that, there.
I like the color of your nails. That's cool. Fluorescent 80.
I have not done my nails since like a long time, and that's funny because they're pretty bad, but I don't even want anybody touching my hand right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But thank you. I'm trying to get outside of my comfort zone to try different colors. And even with clothes, I'm trying to be a little more because I tend to wear a lot of black
Mm-hmm.
and even house decorating is really neutral. So I'm trying to get outside of that comfort of and because I love color. I think I'm afraid of it. I don't know. And I got did you see these? Because this is the color, how I got the color scheme from that. These are from the color boxes, the color
Oh,
cube. So
that's
I,
I
I
use
got,
Snapseed, but I have seen those before where they're like they take it from nature and they do color combos from nature and stuff.
yeah. So the
Mhm.
back of them is like food, or whatever. Yeah.
Right. And then they pull the colors out of it. Yeah, that helps you. That's a great there's an app you can use called Snapseed. They do that for you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Hope is saying, are we really talking about Christmas right now? Christmas is good all year long. You know what I just recently found out is that this pencil that you can get at the Dollar Tree with the gummy bear on the top, it's gummy. It actually smells like gummy. I didn't know it smelled till I was watching somebody do a Dollar Tree haul and they got their hands on these and they were like, "Oh, it smells like cotton candy." I'm like, "What? I never even thought to smell the gummy bear at the top of the pen." But I didn't read the packet. So is it on the packet? No, it's not even on the packet. How did they know to smell it? It just says novelty pencil.
And you got it at Dollar Tree?
Yeah, it was up by the cash register. I got it when I first started the well, I got it for the swap partners. I picked up some for the swap partners. But then I was watching somebody was doing a Dollar Tree haul and they're like, "Yeah, it even smells like cotton candy." And I was like, "What? I never even thought to smell my pen." And it does. It smells like candy. Made it even better.
I was thinking I have this big package of watercolor. I was thinking about using that. I have to. I guess I could do that. I'm gonna cut this because I want to use watercolor paint. So what is everybody else working on? What are you guys up to today? Carrie, you don't work. What's your schedule? You work Monday through Wednesday? Are you journaling too, John?
I am right now. That's why I'm being quiet. Sorry, I'm trying to get
That's
this. I want my check mark off on my calendar, so you have to journal. You have to journal to get your. I'm motivated by checking the boxes.
okay. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's a good schedule there, Carrie. You're like semi-retired. How far do you travel in terms of hours or time wise? 2 hours one way. Wow. Yeah, that's like from here to Phoenix, where I'm at. That would be quite the commute. I traveled for 17 years, 72 miles one way
Wow.
for
Wow.
17 years. That was rough. Now when they tell me, I'm always like, okay, how many miles do I have to travel to work? Because I don't want to drive anywhere. This is kind of a pain to cut all these. This is what I was trying to avoid.
Oh, you're doing good though for only having use of one arm. Like I'm pretty impressed.
One hand.
Yeah. So
Let's
I think
see.
I want to crimp the ends because you know how those candy straws have the little crimped ends. I need to date this, so I need like a roller date stamp.
So Janet says, did you all see the video Angela made using washi? I'm making those with index cards. And Carrie says she did see it and she thought it was really cool. I didn't see it yet.
Oh, I did see it. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I made envelopes because I bought I finally got in on Amity Bloom's washi sale. I got 4 washi tapes from her. Her sale is she announces it like the day before and then everybody's like stalking her site. And I'm telling you what, she sells out in a minute.
Wow.
By the time I could even look to see what was there, put it in my cart, it'd be sold out. And then I'd have to go back into the shop, find something else. And I mean,
wow.
it sells out that fast. And she only does them, she only does releases a couple of times a year. But her washi tape's gorgeous. It's all like antique wallpapers that she finds. And she does a lot of like different kind of font prints from antique papers. So it's just very unique and it's gorgeous and the quality is beautiful. But anyway, so Angela and I were talking about that. But she Amity Bloom did a thing where you put it on envelopes or you put it on paper and then you make envelopes or you deconstruct the envelope and then you put it diagonally across it and then you reconstruct it and it's all covered with this beautiful, because it's not a shiny washi tape, it's matte. So it looks almost like paper. It's beautiful. But yeah. All right, that one's done. I'm attached to my computer, so I can't get up to get my roller stamps.
Oh, because of your ear.
I need to take my earbuds off real quick. Okay, I can do that. I gotta get my roller stamp is over here.
So Hope wants to know if you can get it from her site or where do you get it from Etsy when she has it?
Oh yeah, she has an Etsy shop. But she, like, literally, I think she said she's announcing a drop at Christmas time. She'll do another drop, and then who knows when. But it's never the same washi. Once it's sold out, it's gone. She doesn't come back out with it again.
So it's like limited edition or whatever, huh?
Yeah. That's why everybody just goes crazy. I guess, I don't know. It is nice though. And she's got like really wide ones and then narrower, little skinny ones. Well, here I can show them to you. I have some. Get it. So I got this one, which is like a floral. And then I got this one, which is another floral.
Oh, that's
They
pretty.
She's got these skinny ones that have like words that are tight, and then this one is like the edge of wallpaper. You know how it has like all the different things on the edge of a wallpaper of the old wallpaper.
Those are really pretty. I love those. They look real antique.
Yeah, this one's really pretty too. This is what I was talking about, where it's like antique paper that super pretty.
So, Carrie, you only work 3 days a week and then off five. That's a schedule I want. I want a schedule like that.
And then I got this one.
Oh, I love that. I love those colors.
I know. Oh, I don't know if you ever seen any of her digitals. Her aesthetic, because her degree is in design. Her aesthetic and her color, the way she can put colors together is just her stuff's beautiful. And then this came in that one too. It was like brown with white daisies. So I got the kit of five. It was a kit of five washies.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty.
Um, so
And you ordered it more from her, or that's what you were talking about? You ordered.
no, that's what I ordered. Yeah, it had come in, and then she did a video where she was showing how she put it on envelopes, and like I made some the other day. I don't know if I've been alive or if I maybe posted a short. Can't remember. Let me see if I can find the envelopes I made. Put it over here. I'm gonna put them in my. We have that the Prairie Girls gathering coming up in October. So I thought they'd be really nice. So I did these, and I mixed it in with fabrics and some antique papers,
Uh-huh.
and then the washi, and made that envelope. And then this
Oh,
one,
really pretty.
I did this one. So I mixed it in with like antique papers.
That one looks like my crock pot. My daughter got me that. What's that designer crock
Oh,
pot?
the Pioneer Woman.
Yeah, the prairie. That one looks like it. The prairie.
Yeah,
Is that what you were going for?
no, I just used her washies.
Those, yeah, that looks
That's
really.
funny. But I'm a blue person, so they were the only ones I could get a hold of. They were just they were just gone so fast. That was like the last set, and I just stuck it in my cart, paid for it right away, and then I went back in and I got two more. I got two more single ones, which were those little word ones. And then I checked out with those right away because I couldn't put them in my. What I found was when I put them in my cart, then I went to buy more. The one that was in my cart was sold out already.
So people were stealing them out of your cart.
Well, they just paid for them, and
Yeah,
then they're gone. They got sold out before I could cash out.
that's like Black Friday, huh?
Yeah, that's what it's exactly like that. It's exactly like that.
They're stealing out of your cart.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought once you put it in your cart, it reserved
It was safe.
the washi tape, but it didn't do that.
Wow.
So, all right, there is I put this in. Yes, I did like to eat candy. So I put that in there. That one's done. Oh, I was going to get a roller stamp. Try that right here.
So did you just put old memories of things that you remembered in your past, or current memories, or both? What did you do?
I have both in here. Just depended on how the prompt would prompt me.
Okay,
And some days were just challenges. Like this one was make a rainbow out of stickers. So yeah. So I just use all the
rainbow
stickers.
out of stickers or stickers.
Stickers.
Oh,
Like out of candy stickers or whatever.
Right.
So I did like a candy jar and had them all kind of falling out. So some things were prompts. This one was like your favorite candy, past and present. And then your favorite candy quote. So that was day 15. I put one from Willy Wonka. Day 14 was this peppermint. I forgot his name. And so she did a big page with these fuzzy, what do you call those things? Pipe cleaners, but I just did I made little peppermint trees out of a candy box. And then
I love doing like journals, like any art journaling with prompts.
Me too. I like the prompts. That was adding a recipe in so I added a lollipop recipe that I found in a book. So I get to mark this one off. I gotta put the date. Wait, before I lose this page, I'm gonna put the date on it. Do I have anything that has today's date? Is today the 6th?
5th.
Oh, it's only the 5th.
So do you live on a farm? I was going to ask you that.
Me, no, I live on a lake.
On a lake. That's right. You said something about a lake. So can you fish and everything on your lake?
Yes. Uh-huh. Do I?
Awesome.
No. I don't know what I would do if I caught a fish because I don't want to I wouldn't want to have to take it off the hook. I like sitting down there and I wouldn't mind catching one, but I don't want to take it off the hook. They're slimy and they flop all around.
Yeah. And do you eat fish?
No, I don't eat fish or shellfish. I'm one of those. I'm allergic to shellfish and I don't like the texture of fish.
Yeah, I don't eat fish myself. I'm not.
Oh, you don't either?
No, only because I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, thank you.
I
Even
wish
like
I did because supposedly, it's supposed to be really good for you, but
me too. I wish I did too. That's funny you said that because I'm like, I know like people that they like salmon and it's supposed to have a lot of, I don't know what, but it's supposed to be good for you.
yeah, the omega fatty acids, right, or something like that. It's supposed to be in
Yeah.
salmon.
I wish I did though. I've said that same thing. I wish I did because I know there's lots of benefits for it.
Oops, I just stamped that upside down and I can't see it. This is too light. What's everybody talking about? Oh, it's the 5th. Thank you. Was it Amity Bloom that did the envelopes? Did she do a video? Yes, she did a video. And thank you, Julie. It's on her not on her website. She's got a channel. It's just Amity Bloom. But if you like that antique kind of shabby chic style, you will enjoy her stuff. And she lives in Atlanta, and so I never made it to the Scott's Mart. She's gone to the Scott's Antique Market, and it is supposed to be fabulous. And all the years my sister lived in Atlanta, downtown, in Midtown, not too far from where they have that market, we never went. I just can't believe that I never went there. It's supposed to be massive and awesome. So, full of like antiques. She gets all like her antique wallpaper, she gets all her antique findings and fabrics and linens. Okay, I need an ink pad. I'm gonna use one of these. Do you like to go antiquing or anything?
Oh yeah, I'm on a new adventure actually. I've been picking up like things to upcycle and
Oh yeah, I
paint.
saw your haul with that Debbie's Diary. I've been following her for a long time. She's awesome.
I love her. You know she has to move. She
No, I haven't
yeah,
seen her last two. She just redid her store.
she's got to move. They gave her 60 days to evacuate. I don't know why though. That she hasn't done a video. I so there's another one, Jamie whatever something vintage that I follow, and she's a vendor for the DIY paint. Like
Uh-huh.
she sells it, and they actually have a store in Utah. But they're and on her channel, she featured Debbie on there and said, "Yeah," and she goes, "You're gonna hear it first here, but I have to vacate." And Debbie was giving her all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that was kind of cool that I was able to go to it and before she moved because it was really awesome.
Oh,
The,
you got to go there?
Yeah, I went there just recently. I did the video and I was able to go into and it's only open on Saturdays. And that day, Johnny was golfing, so we went on a Saturday. So it was like, yeah,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. I bought a bunch of stuff there. I bought like stencils. She has really cool stencils. But so since I'm really interested in this, and I'm kind of winding down, like my career with the department, all that sort of stuff. So
Hmm.
I want to do stuff that I love antiquing. I wouldn't say antiquing. I don't know a whole lot. I need to do more research and things that I'm interested in, but I love finding old things and upcycling them.
Yeah.
So I put my name on a little antique mall, and I'm on the waiting list, but they like me there, so they put a star by my name, and she said that people with the star
Chain
the list.
faster.
Yeah, they move up the list a little faster, but it's a 2-year wait anyways.
Oh, wow. That's
So
exciting though, but that'll give you time to start to
yeah,
get your stock, before you start. You can work
yeah,
on accumulating your stock for your place.
right. And
That's
so
going to take a while.
yeah, and when Gina moved here, my daughter, when she moved back home, we got a storage unit that we pay for, and now it's just kind of part of the budget, so I'm not going to let that go. So I'm just going to use it, to use it to store stuff that I buy
Mhm.
and paint and stuff like that. So until I get that,
That's
that'll be
cool.
fun though.
Hi, Kadisha. Let's see. We got some new people. Okay, bye, Jane. She's going off to pick up her grands from school. Um,
Oh,
10 Light Star 01. I don't know your name. Do you have a name? I'm sure you have a name. I'm sure. Well, that's an interesting name if that is your name. 10 Light Star 1. Imagine only, she said, or she said, imagine only working once a week to make a living,
some people do, but they're called lazy. Yeah,
or they make a lot of money in one day.
that's true.
She has a lot of online sales too, so
um,
maybe that's why she only opens her store once.
that'd be nice.
I'm just so upset though. She just literally redid her whole store, and her father worked so hard.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she got her store is like the bit. She already has another one, and it's on the 101, which is Pacific Coast Highway. But now
Okay.
she's not on Cedars because the street she's on in Solano Beach is a really kind of real eclectic, kind of artsy fartsy kind of street. Really,
Okay.
really cool. Really like really high end kind of thing. So she ended up getting another place. So she was, and it's 1,600 square feet. And her shop, because what you see like in her and like on her channel
Uh-huh.
is like outside little sheds that are outside. That's
Yeah.
not part of the square footage. So
Oh, so her next shop's gonna have more square footage.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think she's got like really, not including that patio area thing or whatever, but she only has like 400 square feet.
Oh, okay. I did not. I didn't know that.
Wow, the colors on the thing really look crazy bright, but they're very muted colors. It's interesting to me.
Oh, that your camera. Yeah, your camera's making that, especially that orangey reddish color. It almost looks like day glow.
No, it's actually like it's kind of like a copper, muted
Really?
copper color. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, I'm using my scraps. I have been working so hard at getting my scrap pile down to nothing. I've been just working at this pile. And so I sat down the other day and I went through, I had like a little bin full of scraps. And I went through them. And of course, I've organized them like this. So I have like solid colors, some tissue paper, some paper. And then I have like neutrals. I did neutrals. I did, oh, this is a project I want to do from scraps. This was Tim Holtz paper. That needs to go somewhere else. And then this is like focal point. And then this is colored that I took all my scraps and I cut them into strips to do like page edges, you know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know who did this where you do this kind of textured. I don't know if you can you see that
Yes.
in the neutrals. So I took all my neutral things and you strip them, you put them into strips and then you glue them and then you rough the edge up. And it was in a Somerset Studios
Right.
magazine.
That's
Um,
really cool. I love it.
yeah, it's because it's textured. I thought that was kind of cool. And then I have like, oh yeah, then I found some more scrap. So after I had it all organized, then I just found a whole nother pile. So I have to organize those. But stamps in there.
Cotty says my things look neon, and they're not. Cotty, they're very muted colors. Like I'm going with like a Thanksgiving. Is that like a Thanksgiving color?
Like fall colors.
Yeah, fall color. There you go, fall colors. Yeah, and they're very interesting. My camera's pretty bright, or something setting. So the setting on there is not picking up the colors. I'm not using my phone. Thank you. Jana,
Okay.
do you find like, let me ask you a question, because this is something that I struggle with. Whenever I'm doing a project or I'm going to do a project, I get really distracted and I'll start organizing. I find that my crafting turns into mostly organizing.
Um, I kind of end up doing the same thing, but I for me I have to concentrate on one project. Like I can't do multiple projects. I have to unless they're contained. So that this is what ended up working for me is I have these containers that I do for each project that I'm working on because that way I have limited my supplies to this and I won't go and get anything else. You know, unless, you know, I needed straws for that. If there's a prompt, then I'll go get something. But that's what I find helps me is that I pull all my supplies for my project. And but are you even when you pull something, you're getting distracted?
So if I'm doing like a themed, I don't know, like anything themed, I see where you're going with that. Like I put everything together and I'll give you an example. So I did I decided I wanted to just junk up something. So I did this ice cream thing, right? And so what I did is I grabbed everything that's bright, cake papers and everything, and I put it all together, and I was able to sit down and do it, right?
Mhm.
But sometimes, and this is what I noticed, so like a lot of the ladies on here who are really creative, you too, it seems like you don't like, where I feel like I struggle more with with the amount of stuff that's around me. Like, I wish I, like right now, like I want to, what else can I do? I can go get more paints. I can go get, maybe more stamps. I don't know. But you guys just can just grab what you got and just go with it. And I want to be more free spirited like that. But I end up like before this, I was organizing my acrylic paints for no reason at all.
And you
You
didn't
know,
end up even using them.
no, I didn't. I'm using watercolor. Yes, exactly. That's yeah.
We call those squirrels. We call It's like squirrel. You see something shiny, and before you know, you're doing something totally different than what you set out to do.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Welcome to
No,
my world.
okay, so but I notice a lot of us do that, right? Or
Yeah, I
it
know.
seems
So are we all undiagnosed ADD people? I mean,
yeah. I'm wondering because I'm like, okay, so because I hear a lot of people like, oh, I'm organizing, I'm putting this together, you know, and
well, that's 90% of the whole crafting.
isn't it?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the whole it's you spend 90% of your time organizing your stuff and then you spend 10% actually doing art. But I have come to find out for me, I have to limit what I can see in my room. So when I moved recently, I built rebuilt the house. I put in a big closet that has two big doors on it, and everything is pretty much shut in that closet so that when I'm crafting, I don't have to see it. I have one cart out with an ongoing project that I do, and it has everything on that little cart. And then, uh, but everything's put away in drawers, in little bins inside a bookcase. Like I have a glass drawer door bookcase. Everything it has, everything's labeled and it's put away because I cannot have a lot of visual clutter. Which
Oh,
anybody who walks in here goes, "Oh my gosh, you have so much stuff." But I'm like, "No, you should have seen my last craft room. I have floor to ceiling crafting. Everything was out, so I would, but which made it easier for me because I could just grab it and pull it out. It was right there. I didn't have to. But for now, what I do is I don't have the stuff that I make to sell in my shop, like the stuff I make kits out of and things like that. That's not in my craft space anymore. I have a room up above my garage that I have everything stored, like on, I put in floor to ceiling shelves up there, and
mm-hmm.
everything is in all containers and labeled, and I've got bookcase, like 6 bookcases up there that are all full of my books that I pull from. So that's not in my craft room. So that's
Right.
my store. So when I'm working on a project, I go up there to shop and I bring my little tray thingy like this, and then I pull everything and put it in there.
Okay.
So,
Kind
and
of.
that just works for me because I do the same thing. Now, I'll get up there and I'll forget what I went up there for because I'll find something shiny and needs to be organized, and I'll sit there and start organizing playing cards or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna, or find a new. I mean, random stuff. Like I'll be like, want a watercolor, and now I want to find a more beautiful container to contain my watercolor. You know, my watercolor brushes. Just stuff like that. It's like crazy. So
I
Carrie
know.
laughed, and Carrie, thank you, Carrie.
Oh,
Have a
bye,
wonderful
Carrie.
rest of your day.
So the squirrel is, oh, that's funny, Julie. Julie wrote, the official mascot, the official member of the Squirrel Squad. That's what Julie said. She's an official member of the Squirrel Squad.
So so let me tell you a little prison lingo. So in the prison, and I don't know if this is nationwide, but I know in Arizona, they call secret squirrels are like informants, people who give out information, and they call like they're called special support units. They're like the guys who deal with gang related issues, things like that, and they call them the secret squirrel. They call them secret squirrel because everything's a secret. They don't want anybody to find out. So every time I think of squirrel, I'm like, oh, it's a secret squirrel club.
Oh, I did not know that. Interesting. So should we be calling ourselves like raccoons
Yeah.
instead? Because raccoons store away shiny stuff. Raccoons like shiny things.
Yeah. So I didn't let this dry and it didn't go on here good. I'm going to try it again.
So my prompt on this one is I had to do a mixed media ice cream cone. So I'm doing fabric, cardstock. I pulled out a bin of pom-poms because, oh my goodness, I kept finding pom-poms. I got this big box of, I'm like, why do I have all these pom-poms? And they were everywhere. So I collected them all from different bins and put them into one bin. But I have a lot.
So you put all your pom-poms in one place?
Yes.
Ah, that's a good idea. See, I'm probably going to do that. Thanks. I'll be organizing pom-pom.
Okay, but you can't organize pom-poms until you get your watercolor thing done.
Yeah, and I have to do like 40 of these.
Oh my. Okay, maybe you can take a break every now and then.
Go organize for a little while. Organizing's the fun part, I think.
Yeah.
So everybody's saying, they said they never knew that. Joanne says maybe we need a new name for ourselves.
Agree.
Light Star said another crochet lady said the other night she had said was hired as a prison security to watch the cameras and they let her watch YouTube videos while working.
Are you kidding me? Well, now we know how.
No, well, I'll tell you what, if they did, I don't know what state that is, but that would be against, that there's people that have been fired in Arizona for doing that.
I would think that would not be the thing to do. Aren't you supposed to be keeping track of what's happening?
No. You are. You are. I started as an officer in 97. And then went to a sergeant and then knew I didn't want to do that. So went back to school. So but they have a hard job.
I can't imagine.
I have this blotch here and I don't know, like it didn't, like the ink doesn't want to stay.
All right. Well, I used 8 pom-poms and have like 400 more to go. So
there you have it. That's cute, though. I love it. That's the ice cream thing with the pom. That's cute.
I'm gonna go get some sequins. I think too. It needs a little bling. I enjoyed working in this. It's so out of my comfort zone and so not like something that I would have done. It's very like whimsical and 3D and I don't know. It's just, but I have been loving it because it's kind of gotten me back in touch with my childhood of crafting,
Yeah,
So, you know how you just kind of throw all the things at it and you use all the wild colors and wild color combinations and just whatever you have on hand, you kind of use, you know? So,
you could be playful.
yeah, exactly. Because, you
Yeah.
know, life sometimes life gets really too serious. And I've been in a situation right now that is a little too adulting for me right now. So I'm having fun playing.
Yeah, I think that's the whole idea behind Rebecca Hoot's little thing is that she loves to play and have fun and just that she really caters to her inner child, you know? And
Yeah.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
like there's another one Leah from Thrifty Day.
Uh-huh.
Everything she does is very very cutesy. I love that.
Yeah, so I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun for me. Okay, I need to find now see I organized something recently and I don't know where I put put it.
You organized it good.
Does,
That's like
does
when
that
you
happen to you? Do you put stuff away and then you're like, okay,
yeah.
I remember. So I found at Christmas time at school time when school back to school stuff comes out that the Dollar Tree has these little boxes, you know, with the attached lid, and
Yes, I
they
love
fit.
those.
Okay, they fit in your cart in the carts. You can put them in this way, and you can stack a bunch of them in those, you know, the little IKEA carts or Michael's carts.
Yes, yes. They fit perfectly like that?
Yes, they fit perfectly. So I have them all standing up like this, and then I just organized these, and I ran out of tape for my labeler, but I have them all I label them all on the end and all on the top, so I can just see it and pull it out,
Uh-huh.
and that works great for me. So I have like uh, and because and the problem with the cart for me always was I could never see what was on the second shelf and what was on the third shelf.
Right.
And I wouldn't use it because I couldn't see it. So now that I put them in these clear things and then I label the side, all if I'm wanting like library cards, I can just pull it out and all my library cards are in it, you know,
Right.
or
Well, that's
scraps.
good to know. I have a few of those carts myself. So, and
Or,
I love those. I love that size of container from Dollar Tree. I have a bunch of them, but I don't have them like stacked like that.
yeah, if you put them in this way, because you said you're a flipper. So if you put them in this way and you put the label on the end, you can fit, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them in the Hudson cart from Michael's. In the IKEA cart, I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
That is
So
good to know because,
yeah, see that's how. So then I labeled my roller stamps. I have them in one. I have all my roller stamps in one, and then I have them just stored in there like that. Yeah, it works great.
so how did you get started crafting? Like seriously crafting?
Uh, I've always okay. So back in 1990s, well, I've always crafted, but in the 90s, we were all had a friend that invited me to, like everybody else, creative memory
Oh, mm-hmm.
party. So I kind of got into scrapbooking first, because I have children, and they were little at the time, and so I just thought that was like the coolest thing. And it's so funny to go back and look at the look at those because they were like, you had paper punch. Well, I don't even think we had paper punches yet, but we were using more of they had the stencils and then you hand cut everything out. So I have a lot of those weird cut pictures, on your pages, and you think of
Donna, so I got to tell you, I do too, and we should have a video of some of our old ones, because that was how I got into it, was creative memories too.
Yeah,
That's
isn't that
funny.
funny? I think a lot of people entered into the back as adults into the crafting community that way.
Yeah.
I was never a consultant or anything. And then shortly after that, I discovered there were several people that I discovered online that I was following, like Marianne Moss and uh,
Yeah.
um, like more mixed media, Christy Tomlinson, and I can't remember back then all the mixed media artists. So I got more into the mixed media thing because I sew, and so it was integrating like sewing and in with the paint stuff. And then I got into junk journaling years ago through, well, between Marianne Moss and it was Lorraine Bell and I'm trying to think, Sandy Keene and Robin Marie, and they did this thing called Documented Life.
Yep.
Did you do
Yep.
Documented Life?
I did not get into it, but I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the first junk planner. It was mixed media planner, and we used a Moleskine. That was the first year, and then they did like one side was your week, and the other side was some kind of mixed media project and then you'd work through. We worked through an entire year, and I stuck with it the entire year. And I did that for like 3 years. So that was my foray into so-called like junk journal, mixed media, whatever. Then my sister and I got in with a crew back in the day when we were all on Ustream, and it was all like live art stuff going on. And then my sister and I started on there. Gosh, I don't even remember what year that was. 2008, 7, 8, 9, maybe not 2009. Yeah, somewhere in there. And then we started streaming live, and we got into doing 3D paper crafting, which my sister used to curse me all the time because I came up with I have bought a vintage camper, and I thought, oh, I want to make some kind of journal or scrapbook um, about my camper journey. And so I made a 3D camper in the shape of my vintage camper. And I did it with all like Tim Holtz products and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
posted on Instagram. And then Tim ended up commenting on it. And, um, and then it just kind of took off from there. We just started doing all kinds of projects from like our childhood. They were all like retro projects, things from our childhood. I did like a 1950 style. It was our grandparents' house, and so I did a 50 style 3D house, and like a Florida style home with a carport and everything. And then I decorated it for Christmas, and then we did I took the roof, and the roof had the drop down in it that was the album. So we did a lot of that type stuff, more like 3D.
Uh-huh.
And then after she passed, I just had to I got away from the 3D paper crafting, and just kind of went back to mixed media art, and kind of stayed within the mixed media art thing.
Your sister passed?
Yes.
Oh.
She passed away 2.5 years ago.
Oh.
So
And she was your crafty buddy?
yes, she was.
Oh.
Well, we all did some level of crafting. Like my mother too passed, and see, my mother was very crafty too. But we had a business together, a scrapbooking business together. So that then she passed, and
Oh.
I just started off on the Preppy Crafty Girl. Well, I had actually started Preppy Crafty Girl for planning because I got all involved with the planner community, and that's kind of like using travelers notebooks and the are you familiar with the planner community at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
I
see
started. that's how Preppy Crafty Girl got started, was because it was Preppy Planner Girl. And
Maybe
then I
that's
was
how
like,
I remember. Yeah, maybe that's how I remember. Hey, did you see they launched the Gilmore Girls? The Happy Planner launched the Gilmore Girls.
no, I did not. I know it's like, isn't it their 30th anniversary or something like that?
I don't know, but it's not. I think I don't remember what day it was, but Bumble, a Happy Bumble, whatever her name is. She's a planner, and she's she showcased it the other day.
Okay, bye, Susie. Oh, let's see. Did you see Secret Lives of Crochet Squirrels, Informant Grannies? Okay, and then 10 Light Star said, I applied for a job in the prisons in 2003, yet after the show Orange is the New Black, I'm glad I never got the job. On the application, they asked if I minded. Okay, yeah, that's not good. And then they wrote, do you remember the video sharing website called Rever? No, I never got on that. I was on I did Periscope, so then we were on Periscope. Did you ever get into Periscope?
I did not. No,
So we would do
I heard
Periscope
about
for our remote. We would stream remotely from like at like the Craft and Hobby Association things. So we would do live remotes. We would use Periscope for that. But all right, I gotta get back to my page here. What am I doing? I probably need to put like some orders there.
So it sounds like you've made your crafting, like your creative part of you, part of like your work and life too.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that was my job for a long time. Um, I need alphabet.
I simply got into, I know I've always been creative and I've always been like a paper person. You know that when you're a kid, when you want to look at paper and notebooks and stuff, and you're
Yeah.
more excited about your school supplies than you are your clothes, you're a paper
Yeah.
person, right?
Yes. That was
So
me.
right. That was me too when I was a kid. But I got into it. I had my children very young. And so I got into crafting or being creative by making their invitations and stuff like that when they were little with construction paper and all of that. I didn't have supplies, but I wanted to be more creative because I put like their pictures they made and I started making. Remember back in the day when like calendars were like custom calendars were a big deal? People would put like pictures and stuff on
Oh
their
yeah.
calendar.
Uh-huh.
And so I started making those and giving them as gifts and mainly, and I also learned how to sew. The kid's dad, he worked, he, he learned a trade really young, doing car upholstery. And so he knew how to read patterns and he bought me a secondhand sewing machine and he said, there you have it. And if you learn on this, I'll buy you a, a new one or another one. I don't know. But he bought me one like at a thrift store, maybe at a pawn shop. I don't remember. But I learned how to sew and I started making all the kids' costumes and reading patterns. And my first job was working at Joann's. That
Was it
was
really? You worked at Joann's?
I did, but I never brought a paycheck home because they let you buy stuff.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, they let you buy stuff and they just deduct it out of your checks. I never bought anything. So, I mean, I never brought any money up, but that was like a fun job. My kids were starting school. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go work somewhere. And that's where I went.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
So, but that's how I started. Really, the way I see it is like by trying to save money, by being frugal, by being, and also letting my kids have, the best childhood. And I'll tell you what, me making their costumes is one of their greatest memories you
I
know?
made all my kids' costumes too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Like
saved most of them, so they still have them.
mine, some of them they do have them. I know that, but Mike, like I made my son a Ninja Turtle outfit, and he played in it all the time till it was falling apart. And so some of their costumes, like my daughter, I made her Jasmine, I made her Snow White, and
Oh
she
yeah, I
played.
made Jasmine for one of my daughters too. Yep.
Yeah,
I did the Little Mermaid too for my
I did
oldest.
the Little Mermaid. Gina was the Little Mermaid. Yep.
Hmm. I, I wouldn't trade those days for anything.
Neither would
It was,
I.
it was
Neither.
awesome.
Okay, let's see. I have one, two, three. I have six, Jonna. I have six.
And you have 30?
I have six, and I'm supposed to do like between 38 and 40.
Okay, well you only have 24 more to go. That's good.
Uh, thanks.
Hey,
That's
you have
funny.
6 more done than you had done before.
I know, right? You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. And then what I'm going to do is start. Um, I'll start laminating them. I just wanted to give them a little something. I always try to give them a little something when I see my coworkers.
Yeah, that's so nice. Are you gonna like put a hole at the top and put some kind of ribbon or something through it?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Cool.
I'll wait till I laminate it though, and then I'll
Yeah.
put it in. I can't believe how bright they look though. They're really muted colors and they look really bright. But Connie
Yeah,
said you're
it looks different on my iPad than on my computer. On my computer, they're more muted, but on my iPad, they look super bright.
right.
Yeah. Okay, this is my goal. I want to get this done and get it out. And then the bad thing is like, I'm kind of over it. That's what happens to me. I don't know. Do you get that way where you're kind of over something and then you don't want to look at it for a while? But I have everything organized for like this so that I can put it in another journal. But I don't know if I want to sit here and make another. Maybe I'll just do kits. I'm
Yeah,
doing Angela's live sale. Maybe I'll just put them together and put them in her live sale.
yeah. What are you going to be selling?
I don't know yet.
You're just getting stuff together?
Yeah.
That's my next project. I want to do a live sale. I've got a bunch of stuff that I want cuz okay, so my daughter moved out and I have my excess or overstock or whatever you want to call it in my garage, but I don't want everything. I don't want anything in my garage anymore. So whatever I haven't used, I need to like I need to just I need to get rid of it. Like I was telling you, remember? I just want to be contained in this room and maybe the closet in the other room. But so I
Right.
have so I have that stuff, and some of that stuff is I know people would love it. Like I have a lot of stuff that I've accumulated, but anyways,
Well, I'll tell you what, it's getting harder and harder to get your hands on like scrapbooking stuff anymore because the companies aren't producing it as much, you know? Remember back in the scrapbooking days when scrapbooking took off, there were so many companies. Like hundreds and hundreds of different companies. And now we're down to like 3 as far as
yeah.
like producing scrapbook paper. You know what I mean? Everybody's really gone into like the digital realm, but you have to wonder how long is your printables going to how long will they last? Are they archival,
Oh, the ink and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I have hundreds of paper pads, old ones, like the old, some of the Tim Holtz old ones and
Yeah,
the
me too. Yep.
DCWV's old ones, Echo Park. I mean, just some really old. I'm not just sitting here. I'm waiting for this to dry so I can stamp it. So
I'm waiting for these to dry a second. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna outline the letters. I think I need to outline the letters. Need a pen. Well, they look great. Super pretty.
Thank you.
Are you what are you using the ink to stamp them with?
What kind of ink? The
Yeah.
art, the archival ink, and
Oh,
just
okay.
putting. Um. Yeah. So I was gonna tell you how I just stumbled across YouTube like in 2000. Remember what was the one before? Oh, MySpace first.
I never got into MySpace. I never
Well,
did MySpace.
my kids were on that and they were like, "Oh, mom, you like that." And so I started, going on MySpace, and I didn't either. I mean, I think I made a profile, but that was about it. But then I stumbled, and then my youngest was, she was like, "What about YouTube?" Because I was just looking at music and stuff. And then I stumbled across, people that were creating these funky books, and I was like, whoa, those are cool. And so I had some supplies, but um just the idea of using junk, because the person that I saw was Pocket Full of Vintage in Australia,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know if she's still on, but
I
she
never
was
followed her.
she was awesome. uh but then there was like, a group of other ladies, who were doing swaps and stuff like that. And so I got, involved in some swaps and doing some challenges and things like that. But my first book um is from I think I made it in 2011. My first junk journal out of a book that I rescued.
Uh-huh.
So
So you've gotten to watch a lot of the transformation. To me, it's very interesting to hear people talk about how they got their YouTube channel started, because a lot of it started during 2020, lockdowns and stuff. A lot of
yeah,
people got into the junk journaling and, you know, uh and into this community, started this like online stuff, and so many
right.
people started their channels back, then on the early.
Yeah, a lot of people did. I noticed that. A lot of people
Yeah.
got into, starting their channels. Okay, I think this is so. Okay, so Cotty had to run. Bye, Cotty. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a
I
wonderful
should be
weekend.
there. Yes. I'm trying to get caught up with some videos. I've been now that the weather's gotten a lot nicer, I've been sitting out having my coffee in the morning out on the deck, and I take my iPad, and I've been limiting myself to a couple of videos, because you can get down a rabbit hole on the video thing.
Yes, you
But,
can.
but I have to go out and like look for people, because like your last three videos never came up as notifications. I don't have it at all as being,
Wow.
even though I'm signed up for your notifications, it did
Uh-huh.
not notify me that you had a new video up.
That's crazy. You know who does that for me is Angela. Like I hear people. I know she used to be like do videos I think every day. Technique videos, and I used
Uh-huh.
to see them all the time. And then now it's like some people just poof, they go away.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens.
Well, I remember last year they were going to do that because of they were, if you didn't interact, then they were going to they started doing that. I don't know if that was last year or the year before. If you didn't interact with all your people, then they were just delete, like you weren't following them anymore.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. So all of a sudden, because I'd be like, wait, I know I followed you. And then you'd go in and see that you weren't following them anymore. So they were literally like deleting people if you didn't interact with them at all. Like if you didn't put something in the comment section or hit the like, so even if I don't have time to write a comment, I'll always click the like button just so that have interacted with that person, because I
Right.
don't want to not ever, like, yeah, who wants to have to go all the way back and try to figure out who you followed and who you didn't follow and who's not in there anymore. But I started noticing that, and they were actually doing it because we were all comparing notes. So,
Wow.
all
I
right,
did
this
not know
one,
that.
I need to draw a jar, and I had my ideas. I saw the prompts and then I put ideas, so I didn't have to come up with ideas while I was sitting here. So I put post-it notes on what page I wanted to put it and what I wanted to do.
Well, that's smart. I was gonna say, like you said, you can't have everything by you, and me, that is the reason why I want everything in my room, because if I don't know that I have it, I won't use it. I need to see what I have. But I need it to be nice and tidy too. I don't want it to be all crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that totally. Are you the kind of person that needs to organize your stuff? Like, do you need to have everything out, or like, how many steps away are you to a product? Because I read this book on organization when I was working out in my garage last year, and whenever I'm doing any major organization project, I listen to all the organizing podcasts or organizing audio books I can find. And they were talking about how, like, what style of um, organization works for you. So for me, I have to be only one step away. I can't have my stuff in a bin with a lid and in a drawer.
Yeah, so that's a yeah, I'm the same way. I can't either. I can't have my stuff all like that. One step away. What's the name of that book? Because I need that book.
Oh, I've listened to so many. I have to go back and think about that.
Okay, well, if
I'd
you
have to see
remember,
which
because
one. I've
that's
listened to so many, but I could go back and look through my I get all my audiobooks through my library because they have an online thing. But and yeah, so that was eye opening to me, and I'm like, no wonder why I don't put, like, I wouldn't put things back. I would just throw them in a bin, and then I'd go in once a week and put everything away, kind of deal. I was doing that, but I figured out why. It was because, like, first I had to open the drawer, then I had to take out the box, I had to take the lid off, then I had to put it in the box, then I had to put the lid back on, then I had to stick it back in the drawer. Or it was just too many steps. So then I found, well, I'm just gonna not I'll just do it once a week, was kind of my theory. Like, so I would put everything in like a laundry basket, and then at the end of each week I would put everything away. But the problem with that was some things I needed, and they were in the laundry basket, that I hadn't put away yet. And then I'm like, this
right.
is stupid. I'm just kicking this laundry basket all around my room. Why am I not putting the stuff back as soon as I'm done? And that's what I found. I found that. So my scrap little bin that I have here, I have it sitting behind me on a shelf. So because that's something that I want to get rid of and I want to use every day. So that's my first thing that I go for. But it's an open bin, and then it has the bags that are open, they're not sealed. So all I have to do is drop it in the bag.
Right, right. So basically you're making your creative environment a one step sort of environment where you only have to, like, it's in a bin, it's in a bucket, it's in a jar, things like that, where you just can get it and be done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yep. The less things that I use would, so they'll have a lid on them. Like, I bought these at Target. So they have all these white things, but I have them all labeled and they're in the closet. So it's not stuff I use every day. But everything's labeled. So this actually has a lid, but I can just slide it off the shelf and they're not stacked. So I don't have to worry about stuff falling on me. So I have a
Right.
lot of shelves put up that are all next to each other. I use adjustable shelving. And then, but anyway, I put on what's in there so I know exactly what's in it. When I open it, it's just in here. So it's like game pieces, Viewmaster, game money, like that. Because that's not stuff I use every day.
Right, right.
But I can pull it out of there. So for me, but see, I can put it away because it's just on a shelf, and all I have to do is take the lid off and toss it in, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
doable. That's doable for me.
That would be doable for me as well.
Yeah.
That's
But the
yeah.
adjustable shelving, I think for me, once I discovered adjustable shelving, that was a game changer because you know how like your craft supplies grow, they change, um, and the way you store it might change. So all you have to do is then just move your move your shelves up and down to make room for different size bins or
Right.
yeah. So I have floor to ceiling adjustable shelving in my closet. And then on the doors, I found these really cool adjustable shelving things that hang on. Well, you can drill them into the door. I have solid wood doors. I didn't want to drill holes in the doors, but so I just they have an option where you can hang it over the top, which I did. And I have all of my sprays, because I don't use those on it every day, but I can still reach them. So I've got those on there. I'm going to do a room tour one
Yeah, I was
day.
going to ask you. I was like, you should do a room tour because it sounds like you have lots of ideas for organization, things that have worked for you and you have some of the same struggles that many of us have, like, how you need to see your things, and it makes a lot of sense. I think it would be really helpful. The other
Yeah, I
thing I
need
was,
to see my stuff, but I don't like to see my stuff while I'm crafting because it makes me, I don't know. It makes me do like what you do. Oh, I should really organize that.
right. And that's my issue. So there's a crafter that I really like, and when I did the interview on Hazel, I mentioned her because she's always been like somebody I think about when I think about my supplies or things like that. And I don't know why, I probably have about 6, maybe more, 8 paper cutters, and I think to myself, I'm like, why? Or like, I can't just have one ruler. I have to have 12. You can't just have, just things like that. And I want to reframe the way I think about my supplies because she's very intentional, and everything she has, she uses. And then like her desk is so clear and there's nothing on it. It's only the things, like her essential tools. And
Who is
I just
that?
think that's really cool.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Tammy Brackett.
Oh,
She
I
doesn't
don't.
do a lot of videos anymore, but she started, a long time ago doing videos and just using what she has. She's like a minimalist, type of crafter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I have the same issue. It's like because I feel like, well, I got a new paper cutter because the other one that I had was too small. It wouldn't do 12 by 12, so I bought a new one. But the other one still works fine. So I didn't get rid of it. So I have like, and now that we're getting ready, and I used to do crops too, so I would just take all those supplies to the crop and let people just use them.
Right.
So, and now that we're doing that retreat, it's like I've got a bunch of stuff, and I'm thinking, well, don't get rid of it because you could just take it to the retreat for people that want to fly there and don't want to pack that stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So now I've got piles of stuff to bring for that people might not want to. So yeah. And of course, can you have too many scissors? I don't know. Can you have too many?
I know. See, that's the thing. When I see, okay, so for instance, I'm going to give you an example. I had to buy these because they don't put the pressure, right? So they said to buy something with no pressure, because
Oh.
I can't be opening up. So I needed the small ones, but I needed the big ones too, right?
So now, did you
Because
get rid of the other ones?
no, I can't do that. I'm like, what if these break, Jonna, and I need scissors? It's like that's an emergency situation.
As I sit here and look, I've got maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16, 17 pairs of scissors. Plus, I have these big giant ones. So that's two more. That's 19
That's
just
funny.
on my desk. That doesn't include like all my good sewing scissors and scissors that I have sitting in my crochet bin.
Right, right. You can't have enough of stuff, right? Enough of supplies in case something happens.
And they're all sharp and they all work. So it's like, I don't
So
know. Now I do
yeah,
have to
so
say, now this one pair, this was given to me. So I don't know. They were saying that these are supposed to be some kind of fancy scissor. I don't know. I don't even use them. So
yeah,
I think
I it's a struggle I have.
it's a struggle I have too. So I don't know what they
Go
were
for it.
used for. I don't like how they feel in my hand. So what do I do with these? And my mother had told me never, my grandmother said too, never give a friend any or a relative anything that's sharp because it's an old wives' tale. And I don't
I
believe
I've heard it. Go ahead.
yeah, because it'll sever your friendship or sever your relationship.
Yeah, you got to
Like,
give them $1, then it won't.
yeah, you have to pay them. And I'm like, okay, I don't believe in them. I don't believe in old wives' tales, but still, I still don't do it. Hi, Sandy. How are you?
My thing went my iPad died, so I can't see the chat. So tell. Oh, hi, Sandy. Is
Oh,
that Sandy
Sandy
Wilhelmina?
Wilhelmina
Oh, she's such a
is it?
sweet lady.
She is super sweet. Yeah. So that's so funny. Yeah, the other thing, what was it with the wallet too? You can never give anybody, like if you ever give anybody a
Got to
purse,
put money in it. Yep.
isn't that funny?
Yes, it's funny, but you know what? Because I don't really believe, I don't believe in the what is it, Friday the 13th and all that. But
Right.
I still think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah,
walking
like
under a ladder. It's like they planted those bad
yeah,
seeds in your brain.
yeah, yeah. That's funny about the knife thing. The knife or anything sharp. Yeah, you'll sever the
Anything
friend.
sharp.
You'll, yep. And you got to give him a
So
dollar.
I had
I
these. Oh, go ahead.
I bought Johnny a really cool, like a knife, so for a pocket knife with
Uh-huh.
his name engraved on it, and he had to give me $1, and it was a gift. But I
I
had,
did that. I did that same thing with a friend of mine. I have a friend that just bought a cabin in North Carolina, and I had my grandparents' carving set that I ended up getting when my mother passed. I don't, we were just cleaning out her house or whatever, and so there, I just had a pile of stuff, and but I thought, oh, these are going to be perfect because they were like elk horns. They were real horn handles. They're
right,
vintage, right, from the
yeah,
probably 1940s, 50s. And so I thought, oh, that's going to be perfect for his cabin. So I said, oh, I got a present for, a housewarming gift for you. It's an antique. And I said, but you got to give me $1 for it. And he's like, what? I said, I'm not going to give it to you till you give me money. And it's like, what kind of gift is that? I said, I'll tell you about it after you give me the money. Oh gosh.
that that's funny. That's how I felt with Johnny. It was like,
Me too.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
even believe in that stuff.
yeah, but I don't want to chance it either. I think it's like, yeah, I can't chance it. I don't believe this, but I can't chance it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm working on this one. Prompt is called, what was this prompt? This was day 28. And the prompt is stuck in sticky mess of molasses. Glue down all your junky wrappers from the month. But I don't have any junky wrappers. Um, so I decided I was going to do a jar and I'm just going to put a bunch of candy stickers. I think that I still have like candy stickers in it. Yes, I have these that one of my swap partners gave me.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to do some bright colors, spray colors, and see what happens.
I need to color the top of the jar in. Are you crafting, Sandy? What are you doing? Are you spinning? You know, she just did that. She just took over a room in her home and put it has a sewing and spinning room now.
Oh wow!
And they have a website for their sanctuary and they sell wool on there in all different forms. They sell fibers
Uh-huh.
from their sheep and alpaca.
We go camping at this place. This lady owns. She has a property, and she made it into this little sanctuary. She has a little, they call it a lake, but it's a pond, like a little pond area. It's by the winery companies that it's like where the wineries and the all of those things are there, the camping place. But anyway, she has tons of sheep at her. Well, it's kind of, I guess it's a farm. It's called Sleepy Dog, I think. But I love going there because they're sweet. Seems like she has all kinds of animals. So
Oh,
yeah.
when I lived in Australia, I went over to New Zealand and went to alpaca farm. And they'd let you feed the babies. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Yeah,
Love
they're
the
just really.
babies.
One was ready to pop. I'm gonna have a
Oh,
baby pretty soon.
uh,
So I'm, I'm gonna try to do this.
you know what I found when I'm working on this journal is that I want to eat candy. That's the only problem with doing doing the candy land.
You
And I
want
don't have
candy?
any candy in my house, so
Well, that's a good thing, right?
well, no, because you crave it, but then you don't get to eat any of it. So I don't have any.
Do you like candy that's sweet and like like sweet candy, or do you like chocolatey candy?
I like it all.
You like it all?
I love milk chocolate. I'm not a dark chocolate eater, that's for sure.
I am a chocolate eater.
I love chocolate. That's for sure. Do you like do you like dark chocolate?
I love all chocolate.
Oh, you do.
I love Yes, I love chocolate. I love chocolate.
Okay, is this a pocket? Oh, it's a pocket. I forgot that I made that a pocket. So, that being said, I'm going to put these in there. Not the good and plenties because I don't like good and plenty. So,
Does yellow, orange, and green go together?
yellow, orange, and green. It's on leaves. Do you have like an olivey green?
No, I just have primary color green spray. I
Oh,
probably do.
uh you could mix it with some brown. The mix and that would make an olive green if you mixed your primary. Or you're just wanting to spray it. Is that the deal?
Just spray because I have pink under there, I have orange, and I have yellow. But I was gonna spray green, but I don't know if that goes. I'm gonna put some more like pink.
Well, it's in the rainbow. Why wouldn't it go?
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
And green is in orange and yellow. It's in a leaf in the fall.
That's right. Well, I'm gonna do bright colors. These are kind of a different. Yeah, that's
Oh,
good. Nah, this is good. I like these colors right there.
yeah. I love that combo. Okay, so Sandy is working on a fairy journal.
Oh, a fairy journal.
I better staple this or those are going to slide out. Just think, you know, when you pass and all this stuff ends up at a thrift store, someone's going to be like us, how, you know, how we find old scrap. They're going to be like, oh, look at this candy. We haven't had
Right.
this
In years. Yeah.
This candy's like from 1995. It's 100 years old. This candy wrapper is 100 years old. All right, let's see. I get to mark something else off on my list. I think I only have one more prompt, people, and then I finish my Candyland journal.
Can you mute me? And I'm gonna try to spray these.
I think you have to mute yourself. Can I? Oh wait, can I mute you? I can mute you. Yes, you're muted. Okay, Julie's still in here. Hey, girl. Okay, so I did a jar out of. So I did the 28th. Write about one of your favorite candy memories. I did that one. I need another colored pen. Let's do yellow. Did 29. 30 is let's bring the king back to his castle. Create a castle page in your journal using scrap paper and recycled goods. Okay. The only thing is I won't know if I muted her. I won't know when to bring her back, unmute her. That's going to be my issue. All right. So let's make the castle. And then that's it. So I only have one prompt left. And I was going to put it right here. And I had to do... Oh, that's right. I got glitter paper out because I'm going to do a castle out of glitter paper. Woo! Look at that pink color. That is so Candyland now. Let's see. Let's do pink. I'm going to make a couple of turrets. So cut out a piece. And then let's make an arch out of the yellow. And you've been in and out attempting to do chores and have to hop to the PO. Have a lovely day if I don't get back in time to say goodbye. Okay, Julie, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm going to do a road. So I need to do like a wonky thing. Like that. Okay. All right. Okay. That's not bad. It's not getting glitter on me. So I have this already kind of sprayed background. Let's make some turrets.
I guess I can unmute myself?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I know, because I was like, how am I going to know when to unmute you?
I heard you. I was like, we didn't think about that. We didn't think this through. But my thing.
Okay, then we got this. Got some turrets. I need like another piece. And I'm going to do an arch. Oh, look at that. I just happened to. Let's do an arch that looks like a candy kiss. That's a little wonky, but that's okay. I guess I need to do some behind it.
So what was the prompt for that one?
This one is bring bring King Candy back to the castle because Lord Licorice uh, kidnapped King Candy in the story, and so the kids rescued King Candy from Lord Licorice, and now that we're at the end of the month, we rescued him and we're bringing him back to the castle.
Aw, that's cute. I have a couple questions. One is I need to know if you sang that song in your intro.
I did not. I only wrote the lyrics.
Okay, that's cool.
I did not sing it.
Because it kind of sounds like your voice.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And then I was going to ask you. Oh, and then you did a haul, and you showed that book of the birds, and I saw it on eBay, for $10. Is that a good deal?
Was that the Australian bird book or which one?
The Reader's Digest. You said everybody must have. It's a great fussy cut book.
Oh, okay. I think. Let me see. I think $10. Yeah, $10. That's a good price because it's a big book. Yeah, I have it right here.
Okay, because I'm gonna grab. It's in my basket, and you know how they do the offers on eBay. So they offered me $10. That include. It's like, yep, that's it, and it includes shipping with that $10. So
Oh yeah, then do it. I would do that all day long. That's good.
oh,
It's 1979.
yep.
Because look how thick it is, and it's all full of birds. Like, you know how some of them have like back pages are all reference.
Yep.
The whole thing is all full of birds and owls.
I saw that and I was like, I love it. I was
Yep.
gonna show you something that I had and see if you have this book or you've seen it. And where is it? See? I got too much stuff on my shelf. That one. I only have.
You need to get Johnny to put some adjustable shelving in.
I know he does, Johnny.
You can do a whole wall of adjustable shelving. It's awesome.
I can't find it right
now. You can get that at home. Do you have Home Depot in your area?
Yes.
Because Home Depot has, they have theirs, and then they have like they have Closet Made, but then they have their own brand, which is cheaper, they're not interchangeable, but it's cheaper and it's just as good. So.
But you got the ones where because you're gonna have to do a tour or FaceTime me sometime because I want to see how you did because you just did it on the wall. You put those little things on the wall.
It's like a track system,
right?
Yeah, and then you buy these little metal brackets.
Right.
You might be able to find. I don't know if you're a Facebook Marketplace person, but sometimes that stuff comes up on Facebook Marketplace. I see.
Check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Alrighty.
These are cool. I like the way these came out. These are like.
Yeah, those are fun.
They look bright too. It's really not that. They're really not that bright. I mean, they're pretty bright, but they're really not that bright. Did you see those things that I got? I did a haul on them. They're German scraps. Have you seen those?
Yes.
Aren't those awesome? I bought a whole bunch.
Yeah. Those were so cool. I think that's where I left off on your video.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them as a focal point on this one. Maybe, I don't know. They might be too big, but they had like real pretty birds and stuff. So I might do that.
You got that at the antique mall?
What's that?
Was that what you got at the antique mall?
No, those I got off of eBay. They were I saw them I saw them on a live sale, and then I went looking myself. I went looking for them myself, and I thought, well, they got to be cheaper because it was a live sale and they were pretty expensive. So I got them on eBay for $250 each. And if you buy like a whole bunch of them, she combines the shipping because the shipping was like $4.99. So I got like 20 of them, and then so then I can probably more than that. I don't even know.
I have some, but I'm hoarding them. I got them when I went to Denmark. I bought the Germans, some antique German scrap while I was over there, but I've been hoarding them. I should probably use them. I mean, what good are they going to be from?
I know. So these are them, and I love them. But see the birds. Look at the birds.
So yeah, those are cool.
And they're embossed too. I guess the place in Germany where they make them they've been in business all these years. They never went out of business. But I love these because I don't like fussy cutting, and these are you just snip a few areas.
Yeah, you just snip them apart. Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
All right, I guess I'm gonna do like this as like the wall in front of it. Need to move my thing over. Put that there. Like that. I need a door. I should do like I know. I've got some of the game cards. These might make cute doors. Oh, I could have missed that peppermint dude standing at the door. If I turn him, or should I put probably King Candy there?
Put King Candy. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And that way he's... Did I already use King Candy? He's probably going to be the last card. That always happens. Huh.
So have you seen, I know like Carrie, she puts she makes her planner out of a composition book and kind of a junk journal type thing.
Yeah, that's how Rebecca does hers.
I love that. And I haven't done that. That's like, to me, that seems so free.
Yeah, I have a couple of them, and it's so inexpensive. In fact, I have one that I did a spring swap with a friend of mine, and we each did it like Rebecca Hoot style. We covered it with the fabric and made it fun. All right.
I think I'm gonna do that because I always try to do my theme of whatever it is that I'm doing for journaling, and I just want to do I don't want no rules, just whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I found him. I cut him out of the board, out of the game board. I didn't have.
Hey, so I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon. My daughter's coming over. She's gonna.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna clean out this fish tank. I told you she just moved back out, but she left the fish.
No!
You can't do that. You can't move out and move your fish. You need to come and get your fish. So she's gonna come and get.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't leave part. That's a dependent. You can't. You come and get one of your dependents.
Yeah, that's like taking care of a child. That's a whole nother deal. Is it saltwater fish? Because they're super hard to take care of.
No, it's just a little fish tank she got for Audrey, but it's in my hallway and it's there, and it's like, oh, so now I have to remember to feed the fish. That's a responsibility. No, 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 no. You come and get your fish.
Yeah, you can't just leave. Like you have to make arrangements for someone to take care of the fish.
Right. Yeah. So
That's funny.
anyway, so she's gonna come and get, and then she makes the best. I forget the name of it, but you probably would know. Do you have Olive Garden where you live?
Yes.
So there's the famous soup out of sausage and spinach and
Oh, pasta vajou.
gosh, girl, I don't know what the name of it
Okay.
is, but she makes it and it's
Ooh.
so delicious. So she's coming over to make that for me and Johnny for dinner.
All right, that makes up for the fact that she left the fish there.
Yeah. She left her dependent. But
Funny.
anyways,
So apparently your granddaughter's not missing the fish at all.
not she didn't care about the fish at all.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All righty. Well, I'm just gonna finish up, so I'll hop off with you.
All right. Well,
Get
thank
this done.
you. This was fun.
It was
And
fun.
you motivated me. See, I probably would not have done this if I didn't, like, now I can finish and I'll get it done. I have till next Thursday, so no big. I'll work on this at night, and
Well, send me a picture when they're all done. I'll keep you accountable.
I will. I'm going to be sending you because I'm figuring I'm doing like 9 of them one way, and then so so they won't all be the same. So I'll send you all of them.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Or post it to your community or page or something. Tag so I can see them. I'll keep you accountable. Make sure you get them done.
Thank you. That's awesome.
All righty.
All right. Well, awesome. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Again, anytime. This is fun.
Yeah, anytime you want to hang out, it is fun. Get stuff done. Oops.
Yes, you do. All right.
Fun. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.